Welcome to the Remembering Quiz. Now, there are lots of important topics in the Certificate for in Training and Assessment, but one of them is learning. We need to have a really good, solid foundation of what learning is about. And this video and the subsequent video, which is going to be a debrief for this activity, are all about making it practical and giving you some tangible outcomes for this area about what is learning and, more importantly, how does remembering work? Because learning doesn't really happen effectively unless there's remembering, does it? It's one thing for us to stand there and be fantastic and teach stuff, but is that very useful unless people actually hear what we say and they learn something? It's important that we have those tangible outcomes for our learners and they actually learn something and they learn it by remembering. So we're going to do a little remembering quiz here. This is going to be a little bit odd, but there's a couple of things you need before we start. Two things, in fact. You need a pen and a paper. Now, if you're fanatical and want to use a pencil instead of a pen, that's fine. Just a piece of paper. It doesn't need to be a big piece of paper. And what I want you to do with that piece of paper is down the left-hand side, just put the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They only need one line each. Doesn't have to be a massive piece of paper, but do that now. Get your paper. Get your pen and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 because we're going to be making a bit of a list. Now, if you haven't got your pen and paper, and if you can't do that just yet, please pause this video now. Go get your pen and paper. Go put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down the left-hand side and then restart this video. If you haven't got it, pause it. Do it now. I'm presuming, because you're still watching this video, that you do have your pen and paper ready and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down the left-hand side, in which case, let's get cracking. It's a remembering quiz. I'm going to show you 8 personal items from my life. I'm going to be a little bit revealing here from the inside. I'm going to show you some personal items. I'm going to talk about them a little bit as well, and I want you to remember them. Now, here's the thing. You're not allowed to use any other devices. You're not allowed to write anything. Put that pen down. You're not allowed to take any notes. You're not allowed to do anything while I'm showing you these 8 items. You just have to watch. After showing you the 8 items, I'll give you a quick refresh, and then I'll put them in the box, and you will have 60 seconds. And I've got my little timer ready to go, okay? And you will have 60 seconds to write down the 8 items that I'm about to show you. Now, I'm going to give you a lot of detail about some of the items. You don't need to remember any of the details, okay? You may or may not find those details helpful, but I'm going to give you the details anyway. You just need to remember what the 8 items are. I just need two or three word answers for what the 8 items are at the end. Okay, I don't need any details. There's not going to be a quiz on those. Are you ready to go? If you need a moment just to empower yourself, please pause the video. But when you're ready, start it again because we're going to get going. All right, you ready to start? Here comes the box. In the box, we have the 8 items. Let's get started. Item number 1. Item number 1 is the Fun Run Certificate. Can you see that okay? Now, the Fun Run Certificate was for a fun run that I did many years ago. The date is up in the corner. What have I written? 1988, I believe this was. And it was sponsored by Channel O TV. See the logo up the top there? Channel O, which subsequently became Channel 10. It wasn't even Channel 10 back then. And it was a fun run. It was up and down Mount Cootha, which is one of the biggest mountains. Well, it is the biggest mountain in Brisbane. And 43 minutes, 9 seconds for 9.6 kilometres up and down Mount Cootha. I was very proud of that. I was a little fitter then than I am now. So that's number 1. That is the Fun Run Certificate. Have you got it? Fun Run Certificate. Number 1. Put it down. Number 2. Number 2 is a photo. And it's a photo of myself and my wife and our 3 dogs. Okay. Oh, and that jolly fella in the middle, Santa. Okay. So that was taken in 2003. Again, you can see the year up above Santa's head. And that was done in a shopping centre to raise money for the RSPCA. So basically, you paid a little bit of money, you got your photo taken with Santa, with your pets. Okay, so that's the photo with the dogs. Okay, that's number 2, the photo with the dogs. Number 3 is a chess program. Now, Chess is a musical, and it was written by Benny and Bjorn, the two guys from ABBA. And they wrote this musical called Chess, and it's really good. I really enjoyed it. And this was shown at the Suncorp Piazza in Brisbane. Again, that was quite a long time ago. I have a feeling that was like right at the end of the 80s, maybe early 90s. But Chess the concert, lots of fun. And the program, the chess program, is number 3. We're moving on. Okay. This one here is also from the late 80s. It's 1989. And it's a football program. It's a football program. Okay, and it was the name of the program was The Big League. And you see on the front there, it's Cliffy Lyons over there, and Gavin Miller, and Tina Turner. Tina Turner wasn't a rugby league player, but Tina Turner did have a hit song, Simply the Best, and she used that as a jingle for that year, I believe, with the Big League program. And you know it's old because it's got a full page ad on the back page for cigarettes. Don't see that anymore, do you? So that's number 4. That's the football program. How you going so far? There's only 8. Hang in there. Number 5, pull this out of its little sleeve. Number 5 is my grandfather's watch. Okay, now my grandfather unfortunately passed away when my mum was only 8. And he passed away because he was helping offload bodies from World War II. And he caught an exotic disease and he died. So it was very sad. But this was his watch. And he gave it to my mum. And now I've got it. So very special to me. That's number 5, my grandfather's watch. Number 6 is a surf wallet. Okay, an Adidas surf wallet. Now, the funny thing about this surf wallet is I obtained this surf wallet at Shavers Beach Shack, which is in Yeppoon. Okay, so there was a surf shop in Yeppoon, and my mum and dad owned it, and it was a fun place to hang out when I was young. And the interesting thing, we had a surf shop in a town with no surf, but anyway, that's maybe why we're the only surf shop there. And it was in Yeppoon. If you don't know where Yeppoon is, do you know where Yeppoon is? Yeppoon is near your knife and fork. Think about it. Your knife, your fork, Yeppoon. Anyway, it's near the coast of Rockhampton in central Queensland. So that is number... What are we up to here? This is number 6, the surf wallet. Okay. Now, inside the surf wallet, we've got number 7. And 7 is a grocery discount card. Now, this grocery discount card came from Kroger's, which is in the United States. It's a supermarket chain there. I went and spent just over 4 years living in the United States a while back in Atlanta, and this was a discount card. So basically, swipe this through every time I buy groceries at Kroger, I got a discount. And they collected fantastic information about my purchasing habits, which I'm sure hasn't been much great value to them since we moved away. But I've still got the card. So that's the grocery discount card, and that's number 7 on the list. And that leads us to number 8 on the list. And number 8 is I was in a reality TV show once. You recognise me, don't you? No. I was in a reality TV show called Bark Off. Okay. Now, Bark Off, I'll put it there. Bark Off, as you might imagine, was about dogs, and it was the search for Australia's most popular dog. Proudly sponsored by Schmackos. Dogs go wacko for Schmackos. And one of the prizes I got was like literally maybe a dozen big boxes of dog food. It was awesome fun. And this was my dog's dog vest. So number 8 is the dog vest. See, the dog slips inside there. And sure enough, it was one of the dogs that was in the earlier picture. So I'm just going to run you through those again for a little bit of revision. Just tell you what they were one more time. And then I'm going to give you your 1 minute. So hang in there. Number 1, the fun run certificate. Number 2, the photo with the dogs. Number 3, the chess program. Number 4, the football program. Number 5, my grandfather's watch. Number 6, the surf wallet. Number 7, the grocery discount card. And number 8, the dog vest. So, in a few seconds, I'm going to pause. I'm going to stop talking for 1 minute. During that 60 minutes, that is when you'll write down what the 8 things were. Not yet, just a few seconds, but I'll give you 1 minute to do it. We'll get the clock ready, and I'll show you the clock, the progressive countdown on the screen, and then when that 1 minute is finished, then we'll stop this video, and then we'll move over to the debrief video, where I will tell you the answers, and we'll check how many you got. I wish you good luck. I hope you get all 8. If you don't, that's not a problem. It isn't part of the course that you need to get all 8. Don't panic about that. Don't stress. It's a learning activity. Are you ready to go? All right, let's start. You've got 1 minute from now. Write them down. Thirty seconds to go. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, so how did you go? How many did you get down? Are they in the right order? We're going to check all of that in the next video. So I'm going to stop this video now, and then let's get together again, and I'll explain the purpose of this exercise, and we'll find out how many you got. Good luck.